just found this spot driving close to my home, and I thought I'd pull over and sit by this little inlet that is connected to a river close to my home and just sit here and soak up God's beauty. The sky is just perfect blue. The weather is low 80s, breeze. It's just beautiful here. Just beautiful. And I'm going to try to sit here and get my thoughts together before I come on and do part 3. I'm going to have to do some reading because every time I've tried to practice just telling you the different symptoms I've had and the different symptoms you can have, I go all over the place. I cannot follow. And again, part of that is tracking. It's tracking. And I still have some problems with tracking. And so I thought I'd come on here first, say hello, and I'll come back on later in a little while and share part 3 of my benzo journey and symptoms and different parts of your body that it affects, which is every single part of your body. Okay? I hope you're enjoying your day, and I'll be right back in just a moment. Hello, welcome back to Gammy's Going Gray. If you're new, please hit subscribe, and I'm glad that you're back, and I'm welcome you. So as promised, today will be part 3 of benzos and what I know and what I've experienced. So I hate, and I've mentioned this before, sorry, put my hands in front of my mouth, that I don't like to read to people. Not that I don't like to read to people. I don't like to come on a YouTube and be read to. That's what I'm saying. But I have practiced going through this just off the top of my mind. And I go down all sorts of different paths. And I'm going to keep playing with my hair. What do you guys think? Huh? So before we get started, little personal history here. Had I call it our friends date. The girls, several girls that I went to high school with, we get together once a month, and we had our day yesterday, and it was, oh my God, we have so much fun. We have so much fun. It's so fun to hang out with people that you just really connect with. And we had gone out to get some sandwiches made to bring back here. This is showing my age. So we're in the store, and mind you, we have our masks on. Okay, we have our masks on. But I have my glasses on, and one of my girlfriends from a distance is saying something to me, and I can't hear her. And I literally walk up to her and I go, "What did you say?" And we just start laughing. I go, "Wait a minute, did I just take my glasses off to hear you?" So if I take my glasses down and go, "What did you say?" It's because I can't hear you with my glasses on. And another cute little ditty is the day before, I'd stopped at a thrift store that I like to go to because they have 25% off on Tuesdays for senior citizens. And so I found a cute little crossbody bag. And I get up to the register, and the young man rings me out, and I was like, I didn't get my discount. No lie, as God is my witness. This is what the young man says to me. He goes, "Well, how do I know you're a senior citizen?" And I said, "Wait a minute, right? Wait a minute, what?" And he goes, "Well, you could be 40 and you dyed your hair gray." And I'm like, "Oh, you sweet young thing. Isn't that nice?" Sweetheart, if any 40-year-old looks like this, they need to go see somebody quick. This is not the face of a 40-year-old. Now, if you need for me to pull out my license to prove that I'm in my 60s And he said, no, okay, I'll let you go. I was like, so is that a compliment or just him being smart? I don't know. But I thought that was funny. So anyway, yeah, we had a great day yesterday, and boy, things have changed. So the hair, I have a picture of us all together. We get pictures, and it came up in my memory on Facebook of exactly 2 years ago to the day of us together in my backyard. And so I put them side by side, and everybody looks the same but me, because I had dark brown hair down to here, and now I have short gray hair, but I'm embracing it. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to interchange these symptoms between withdrawal and tolerance. So you can get these symptoms anytime while you're on the drug or when you get off the drug. And if I say acute, that means, if you know what acute means, it means sudden, comes on suddenly. So let's start with, and I've got this on my laptop so I wouldn't forget. Okay. So we know anxiety. The thing that you are given this drug for will come back twofold, threefold, fourfold, and more. So you may have been given it for insomnia, and now you can't sleep at all. You might have been given it for anxiety, and now you have worse anxiety attacks or panic attacks than you've ever had in your life. So, by the way, I want to mention that I've got a long sleeve. Yeah, it's maybe 70 today, and it's raining torrential rainstorms, and it's cooler. Hope summer's not over. Okay, so anxiety, agoraphobia, apathy, ataxia, breathlessness, tightness in your chest, discomfort, choking, constipation, convulsions, muscle usually, you have muscle convulsions, pain in your mouth, jaw, teeth, literally your mouth hurts. I'm sorry, I said that I would let you know which ones I have struggled with. So, anxiety, agoraphobia, again, no longer at all. Really, truly, when I say that. Breathlessness, no. Choking, no. Constipation, no. Convulsions, no. Dental pain, no. Depersonalization and derealization. Two of the scariest things I think a person can actually experience. I had that many, many times. I'll try to describe what it felt for me. Depersonalization was, I literally felt like I was outside my body and I was watching from the sidelines. And I'd be with my family, because at the time when I was the sickest, I wasn't going out. I wasn't seeing anyone. It was, if I saw anyone, it was my family. And it truly, I just felt like I was not present. That I was like, my body was there, but I was not. And derealization goes right in hand with it, because it feels like you're not, things are not matching up. For me, it was like things were just not, it was like I was in a fantasy, if that makes sense. Scary stuff. Let me tell you, whew, that was probably that and my other one that I'll get to, which was my worst. So, you know, gastral problems, diarrhea, constipation, bloating. I suffered from all that, but I also it wasn't from the benzo, because I got that before I was on the benzo, and I have those issues. So I will not blame the benzo for any problems that I had stomach-wise, because I started the benzo after coming down with H. pylori. So it was after the fact. Flushing, head sensations. Oh, head sensations. I'd feel like bugs were crawling on my scalp. I'd get zaps. Heart palpitations, yes, had those quite a bit. Sometimes very severe that I think, wow, do I need to go to the ER? You know, we become hypochondriacs. Truly, we become hypochondriacs because everything we feel is like, is this the end? This is it. This is what's going to put me under. Hyperventilation, which is overbreathing, insomnia, intrusive thoughts. I had insomnia. I still have a little bit of it, but sleeping much better than I did even 6 months ago. Seriously, my sleeping has gotten even better. It just gets better and better with time. I'm so thrilled. Jumpiness, nausea. Well, nausea goes with your stomach. Nightmares, obsessions. Oh boy, was I obsessed. I had to have a routine every day. I got up and did the exact same thing, A, B, and C. Because if I didn't do A, B, and C, I think that I was going to fall off the edge of the world or something. I mean, honestly, I was very obsessed with my schedule. I still am kind of, I realized recently I'm not as obsessed with my nighttime routine. I mean, lights had to be out at 10 o'clock or I would never sleep. I stay up sometimes till 11. I know it sounds silly, but when you're crazy on benzos, you're crazy on benzos. Night sweats. Oh boy, did I have night sweats bad. And I can't tell you the last time I had a night sweat. If not months and months and months. I wouldn't say it's been a whole year, but it's been months and months and months since I've had any night sweats. Tinnitus. I've always had tinnitus way before the benzo. I still have it. It's not benzo related. It is my ears. So tinnitus is the ringing, the clicking, the buzzing in your ears. Still have that. Tremor. Whoo-hoo. Put my hand out and it would literally, I can't even, there, I'll try it with my right hand. I can't, for some reason I can't do it with my left hand. But I definitely would have tremors. And I would lay, and sometimes it was so slight that I would lay a pen on my hand to see how it, well, rock solid now. Rock solid. No tremors, no shaking. Praise God. Sore tongue, never had that. Jelly legs, sometimes, but that went along with my vestibular. Now, was it caused by Lyme disease? Was it caused by migraine? Was it caused by the benzo? All I can tell you is my worst, number one worst symptom was dizziness. And when I say dizzy, it is not true dizziness, because true dizziness is BPPV, benign positional vertigo. I have had 3 full-blown episodes of that sent me the first 2 times into the ER because I didn't know what was happening. I woke up in the middle of the night and the room was spinning and it wouldn't stop. And they gave me meclizine and it stopped it, and they did the Epley maneuver, and you can Google Epley, E-P-L-E-Y, and it fixed it. Those are crystals inside your ear canals that get kind of dislodged and cause the dysfunction. You get nystagmus, where your eyes will literally do this. Now, my son was born with congenital nystagmus. He has that. His eyes are constantly doing this. It was pretty scary. At 3 months of age, I'm nursing him, and I look down, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with my son's eyes? And after, it was a couple years, because it's hard to test a newborn. And I think it was until he was 15 months old that he got his first pair of glasses, and that they were able to really diagnose him. But that poor baby went through a lot. That is nystagmus, that's dizziness. My dizziness is off balanced. I would feel lightheaded. I would feel like I'm on a boat. The waves are going. They call it MEL debarkment, MDDS. My symptoms line up with MDDS perfectly, because when I'm in movement, I'm okay. It's when I'm still or sudden movements, like looking up into my cupboards or looking down into my dryer. Sudden movements would like, whoa, and I'd have to hold on. That has gotten to almost, let's say 10 being the worst, which I was 10 forever, for years. I didn't drive. I didn't shop. I didn't socialize. I didn't work. I did nothing. I went from my couch to my bed, from my bed to my couch. I was so bad. So if 10 being the worst, I'd say I'm a 1 now. A 1. It happens. I get it. And sometimes it's very fleeting and does not stay with me. If you cold turkey off your benzo, and if you've been on benzos, you know that's a no-no. Do not cold turkey. It is the one drug that you actually could die from. You could have seizures and die from coming off a benzo cold turkey. Do not cold turkey. Ever. Never, ever. Doctors have done it, and there's bad everywhere, and there's some bad doctors. And taking your life in their hands by taking you off the drug quickly. You are to wean, taper very slowly. So, confusion, delirium, fits, hallucinations, psychotic symptoms, seizures. That's what could happen with cold turkey. Thank God I never cold turkey, never had any of that. I did have some, pain, joints, muscle, overall pain. That's why I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. But who knows? They say Lyme disease can cause that too. But again, if you're on a benzo, focus on the benzo first, because the benzo could be doing all of this to you. Yes, you may have Lyme. Yes, you may have all these other diseases or viruses or whatever. But as I've said in past vlogs, if you're on a benzo, you will never know until you're off the benzo what is causing what. And it causes so many. If I actually read my whole list, I'm not reading my whole list. I'm bopping around because it's so long. All the things that benzos can do to you. Every part of your body, every functioning part of your body, which that's it, skin to everything, it affects. I had the worst burning skin. I mentioned that before. My skin just burnt. I felt like I was on fire. I felt like I had the worst sunburn. And I would get it mostly in the mornings. Why? I don't know, but I'd wake up with burning. My back would be burning skin. Horrible. Gone. Completely gone. I don't get that at all anymore. And I'm still not completely off the benzo. So imagine what my life can be like when I'm completely off of it. I'm very excited. Okay, we talked about that. Oh, well, gait disturbance. The ground seems to move underfoot. I just told you all about that. Electric shock feelings through your body, glassy eyes, hair loss. I had hair loss by the handfuls. I think I might have done either a vlog way back, I'm not going to check, or I had taken pictures of, I would just run my hands through my hair, and my hair was just falling out. Horrible hair loss. It's finally, I still have some patchiness. Some of that has to do with my age at this point. You get thinner hair as you age, and I'm aging. Well, I'm only 40. But my hair is not falling out like it was. Let's see. I said joint pains, cramping, rigidity, spasms, muscle twitching. I had that pretty bad in my legs. Had to have EMG, is that what they call it? Well, it's a nerve conduction test, and they didn't find anything. And I would take videos of my certain muscles in my legs just for hours on end, twitching. In my arm, twitching. My thumb. I have fingers with it just twitch. I mean, twitching. Bad. I still have, forgive the rain, it's pouring out right now. I still have neuropathy in both my feet, and traveling up my legs, my shins, and my calves will get very strange feeling when I touch them, or when I'm shaving my legs. It's more noticeable. Definitely my feet are always, I'm getting used to the feet just feeling prickly and weird. I guess I'm getting used to that. Oh my God, they even list nosebleeds, poor concentration, poor short-term memory. It's been proven benzos are gateway to Alzheimer's. Yes, and it's been proven. Get off it. Thrush-like symptoms, never had that. Stomach cramps, yeah, I had that, but I had all the problems. Tremors, we're just still going through. We're going through some vertigo. I just talked about that. Paradoxal. So you take it for one thing, and it turns against you and gives you worse symptoms. So paradoxal is agitation, aggressive behavior, anxiety, breathlessness, excitability, fear, hallucinations, hostility, hyperactivity, increased muscle spasticity, insomnia, irrational rage, nervousness, nightmares, vivid dreams, phobias, rage, restlessness, restless legs and arms, sleep disturbances, tension, tremors, and panic attacks. Yeah, so you can get those while you're on the drug, taking it for those, and you'll get it worse. Or you'll be taking it for something else, and you can get these things. So it's supposed to be a sedative, and it actually revs you up and makes you excitable, and it's paradoxal. So, tolerance effects. These are when you've been on it for a very long time, or even a short time, and you are intolerant. And basically what I have just read to you, all those, everything that I've said to you, you can get intolerance and more. Again, I am not reading all the list, but let's go into categories of the symptoms so you know the different, I'm having a brain fart again, the different parts of your body. I'm using the wrong term. Haven't nursed in too many years, right? So cardiovascular, it can literally fluctuate your blood pressure. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Mild hypertension, shivering, feelings of extreme hot and cold. Oh yes, had that many times. And also with the BP. Lots of problems with my BP. And just thinking it was my heart, and probably the whole time it was the benzo or whatever else I am dealing with and fighting with, because again, I have been told I have Lyme disease. I've met so many people like myself who take LDN and are like on the mend from Lyme because of the LDN. If you haven't tried it, find somebody who will prescribe it for you. Try it. You're shoving everything else down your throat. Try throwing a LDN down your throat and give it time. I had to give it months and months and months. I remember I forgot that I was writing in my journal saying, I don't think this is doing anything, but I'm increasing it. And I had to go up very slowly on this, and I went back a couple times and went back up. I'm on only 2.75 milligrams. They really would like you on 4 milligrams, 4.5 milligrams. I haven't ever even gotten to that point because I'm so sensitive, and I would have increased symptoms every time I increased my LDN. But I'm happy where I am right now, and for right now, I'm going to stay at that amount. So that was cardiovascular. So skin. I'm so sorry. It is like literally coming down in sheets. allergic reactions, chemical sensitivities, dry, itchy skin, sore tongue and thrush. They call it formications, which is the crawling, sensation of crawling of your skin, glassy eyes, hair loss, whitening of your nails, nosebleeds, numbness, tingling. Golly, did I have that. Perspiring, night sweats, as we spoke of, and rashes and blotches. Didn't really get any blotches or rashes. Gastrointestinal, bladder incontinence, constipation, sometimes altering with diarrhea. I did have that, but I don't blame the benzo for any of that. Indigestion, gastritis, heartburn, nausea, stomach cramps. Let's see. Musculoskeletal, aching joints. Holy cow. And, oh wow, that's due to fibromyalgia. That's due to Lyme disease. I mean, I literally had the swollen knee, which is a hallmark of Lyme disease, and they did x-ray and found nothing. And my knee swelled up the size of my thigh for no reason at all. Gait disturbance. Oh, yes, sirree. We talked about the mouth pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, horrific neck pain. But I do have herniated discs, but my whole neck would hurt. But I think it's from tensing up. You're like this constantly because your gait is off and you're worried you're going to tip over, fall over, pass out. And so you're tensing up without even knowing it. And this would just be like rock hard. Rapid weight loss. I wish I did with H. pylori, but not from the benzo. Severe headaches. Had that muscle rigidity, tremor or feeling of inner vibration constantly. I would tell people I feel like I have an electrical volt going through me. It's that, oh my gosh, I remember that. It's now coming back to me. I forgot about that one. I would say to people, I literally feel like I have like, electrical cord in me, and it's just constant. Oh, it was horrible. And vertigo. I don't know why vertigo is under musculoskeletal. That would be neurological as far as I'm concerned, so I must have put that in the wrong. Blurred vision, neurological, seeing spots, flashes, vivid vision. Yeah, sometimes things would seem wicked clear, like, did I put it on new glasses or something? And otherwise, and then blurry vision. I have had floaters my whole life, and they would get worse at times, and I'd go, and I had my eyes examined, oh my gosh, so many times, and never found anything really. Dysphagia, difficulty eating or swallowing, electrical shock feelings, had that. Fatigue, heaviness, had that. Sensitivity to light. This is a weird thing. I would wear my sunglasses when it was really dark and cloudy, and I'm running out to the mailbox the other day without sunglasses, and it didn't hit me until I was coming back, and it was bright and sunny that day. I'm thinking, I never do this. I never go out without my sunglasses, and it wasn't killing my eyes. My eyes were not like I was a vampire or something. It was very strange, and I'm like, I'll go out to the pool and I'll take off my sunglasses and take off my glasses for a while, and I'm like, this is not painful. I can do this. Okay, I've gone too far. I'm going to have to come back on. No, I'm going to make this long because I don't want to do this again. So, psychiatric. Here's the big ones. I definitely feel like we who are on benzos, as I said earlier, we become hypochondriacs. Everything becomes an issue. And we're looking to doctors. We're running to doctor after doctor after doctor after doctor. And they're not finding anything because it's your drug. And I said before, you go to your regular doctor, and you have another underlying condition, they're gonna poo-poo the benzo, because I'll tell you why. And I spoke to a doctor recently in regards to this. And this is coming from my doctor. The reason being, they don't want to deal with you. They do not want to be responsible for getting you off the drug, because it's not easy and it's dangerous. So doctors will literally say, it's not the benzo. Don't worry about the benzo. They're covering their butts. That's the honest truth. Do not trust them. Do not listen to them. Do not believe them. If they were honest, they would say, I will need to send you to somebody who knows how to do this, or I will research it and help my best to get you off. But we need to get you off this drug now, not tomorrow. Now is the day. I said that for years. I'm too old. I don't care. I can't go through this. I'd rather die on the benzo than off the benzo. Oh my gosh. I played every scenario. Yeah, that's why doctors would tell you it's not the benzo. Don't worry about the benzo, because they cannot and will not take the responsibility of getting you off. So you have psychiatric apathy, anxiety, delirium, depersonalization, depression. Oh, I was the most depressed person on this earth. Depression hit me hard and heavy, and I never had depression in my life. Had GAD, general anxiety disorder, never had depression. And I would walk around crying, begging God to take me home, begging him. He just sat up there and shook his head and said, he's silly, Lainey, silly Lainey. Thank God he didn't listen to me. Distortions or hallucinations. Oh, dysphoria, inability to feel pleasure or happiness. Absolutely, that goes with your depression. Cannot find joy. There's no joy. There's none. None whatsoever. Lack of concentration. I called it that I could not track. And people would talk around me, and I'd have to get up and walk away because I felt like even though only one or two people were talking, I could not track. I could not follow the conversation. And my mind would go off, and they'd be talking, and I'd be watching their mouth move, and nothing was coming into my brain. I was like, I totally believed I was losing my mind. I thought, I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. It was so scary. Phobias, yes, obsessions, paranoia, rapid mood changes, suicidal thoughts, and short-term memory impairment. The respiratory is, of course, the breathlessness, the choking, the dry, tickly cough, the breathing difficulty, hyperventilating, the inability to draw a full breath. You feel like you're breathing shallow. You're not... And I would feel that way constantly. I had that a lot. This breathlessness. Couldn't get it. Night apnea, sinusitis, can't breathe through both, I'm not going to go on because I've gone 31 minutes, and then this is going to end it here. The list is so long, and I've tried to tell you, and I hope this is helpful. I really do. Leave your comments below if you have any questions. I've been dealing with this for so long and so many different, and I've been on all the different ones, and I've done so many different things. So if I haven't covered it with just reading this list to you, I apologize. There's more that I just skipped over because it basically, every symptom you could ever have outside of cutting yourself and bleeding out, benzo can cause. And it's so sad. So I appreciate the comments, and I hope that I've been helpful in returning replies to you quickly. Again, this is not going to be all about benzos. I'm just doing this because I was asked to do a benzo review, and I have been on it, and I'm getting off of it, and I've tried to get off it several times. I've gotten off of it. I've done a lot of different things. So I do have history. I've talked to specialists. I have a doctor who is a friend who confides in me. And so I'm not, do I have a degree in this? No, but just life gives you your own degree, right? If that makes any sense. Now I'm just talking off the top of my head. I have to get going. I have a job. I worked in the office 2 days this week. Never saw that coming. Never saw myself having life. I'm going to be homeschooling my granddaughter. That's another whole story.